And how about, like, I don't know, nonprofit, for example? Do you do any nonprofits?
Yes, so I'll give you a great example from nonprofit, and it really is very close to my heart. There was a domestic abuse hotline that was started in New York, and there's a lady hired psychologist, and she set up a hotline, and she put up billboards all over the city saying, if you have a problem with domestic abuse, call our hotline. And guess what? Nobody called. And she came to me and said, I don't understand it. I know there's an issue. Why didn't anybody call? And so we looked into it. We investigated. We interviewed, all kinds of people who were abused, and we interviewed counselors. And it came out, again, it's a mind print. What is the barrier? The barrier is emotionally, for God forbid, someone in that situation, to call an abuse hotline means you have to admit to yourself that you're in that situation. And that's very difficult because, as you know, there's this cycle where somebody, God forbid, will beat their wife one day and bring them flowers the next day. And the person always hopes, well, maybe he's cured. Maybe it's going to get better. So to make that call, you have to admit to yourself that there is an issue. And how do you validate those emotions? If you don't validate the emotions, I don't trust you. I'm not going to call. So what we did is, again, we used this line in all kinds of media forms, and it said, it hurts to call a domestic abuse hotline. It hurts more not to. And these
That's
people said,
you, Yoni? That was your tagline?
Yeah,
I had no idea. Those stickers are on
right. That organization spread all over America and Canada. And basically, they got a flood of calls. Why? Again, because the mind print was identified, validated, and the barrier was overcome. And they said to us, we trust you because you understand exactly what's going on in our head, and therefore we decided to call. And so that's, I think, another very good example of a mind print, because
that is, you've just blown me away. I had no idea about that. And if just for anybody listening, this organization supports women across the country. It's a national organization, and literally that tagline, which I think you should repeat because it's so good, is everywhere.
Yeah, I'm going to show it on the screen. It hurts to call a domestic abuse hotline. It hurts more not to. And it wasn't a very, as you can see, a very fancy graphic. It was really, the headline was the graphic, and that became their tagline. And it just opened an emotional door that had been blocked. And that's exactly what a mind print has to do. It has to find that emotional issue. And there's always something that's a barrier to sales or adoption, and you have to address it. And that really is the best way to explain what a mind print is, and hence mindprintmarketing.com.
Thank you so much for sharing today. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure, and thank you. And whenever we work together, again, you guys, I should give a little plug, because you're vigilant, and you're professional, and you're a great work attitude, and it's just always a pleasure. And those are ingredients that are hard to find in one place. And it's always been a pleasure, and thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Okay, take care. Thanks.
Bye.